Imagine facing down a monstrous creature in a darkened movie scene, with only your wits and maybe a few jury-rigged devices at your disposal. Electricity is often depicted as a powerful, albeit risky, weapon against supernatural and extraterrestrial threats in films. It can be a surprisingly effective tool when facing certain cinematic beasts, offering a dramatic and often visually stunning defeat. When it comes to movie monsters, those vulnerable to electrical traps generally fall into three main categories: biologically based creatures, technological constructs, and entities with elemental or energy-based weaknesses. Think of anything with a nervous system that can be overloaded, circuits that can be fried, or a mystical vulnerability to raw power. This includes a wide array of antagonists, from reanimated cadavers to advanced artificial intelligences, offering heroes a potent method of defense or attack. The core reason electricity works against these cinematic foes is often rooted in their depicted physiology or design. For biological monsters, a powerful electrical current can disrupt neurological functions, cause muscle spasms, or induce cardiac arrest, mimicking the effects on human anatomy but often amplified for dramatic effect. For technological horrors, electricity can short out internal systems, scramble programming, or disable mechanical components. Even some magical or elemental beings are shown to be susceptible, with electricity either disrupting their energy form or acting as a counterelement that can destabilize their composition, sometimes even purifying them. So, how can you identify such a monster in a film? Look for clues in their origin story or physical characteristics. Creatures that are resurrected, reanimated, or created through scientific experiments often retain some biological or mechanical components that make them vulnerable. Monsters with visible wiring, power sources, or a reliance on external energy will almost certainly be susceptible. If a monster appears to be made of pure energy or is depicted as an elemental force, a surge of opposing energy like electricity can be its undoing, disrupting its very form. An interesting detail in many films is how the effectiveness of electrical traps scales with the monster's power. For example, a small shock might merely stun a weaker creature, while a massive overload from a power generator might be required to defeat a truly formidable beast. Filmmakers often use this distinction to underscore the monster's threat level, requiring increasingly elaborate and dangerous electrical solutions from the protagonists, creating tension and showcasing their ingenuity. Ultimately, the movie monsters most vulnerable to electrical traps are those whose narrative requires a scientific, pseudo-scientific, or elemental explanation for their demise. Understanding their depicted weaknesses allows heroes to strategize, turning everyday power sources into powerful weapons against the otherworldly. This not only provides a compelling plot device, but also gives audiences a satisfying sense of logical triumph over terrifying, seemingly unstoppable threats.